Hello, good morning. I am Miguel Marzal, and today in this presentation I'm talking about my final project about using social networks for professional development. Well, today's presentation refers to three main questions. What is Twitter? Previous perception of Twitter, and finally, why is a beautiful resource for teachers. Firstly, I'm talking about what is Twitter. Twitter is a social network that enables you to access all kinds of information in real time about topics, people, institutions, news, etc. that you find interesting. Okay? It is the definition, but what is the K about Twitter? The K is small and memorable texts. It could be a problem, but the main advantage, it is that you can link articles, videos, news, so you can develop your opinion or your thoughts. Well, Twitter, as a social network, believes that the exchange of information can have a positive global impact. For example, Twitter is in the heart of processes like 15M, Me Too, etc. Well, what was my previous perception of Twitter? I must assume that I had never thought that Twitter could be so useful for teachers. Okay, I thought that Twitter was a barra de bar where people talked about politics, about football, not always with too much judgment, to be honest. And finally, I believe that Twitter, or in other words, that in Twitter people can find pretty phrases and throw hints at each other. The the most important part of this presentation is the last part. Why is Twitter a beautiful resource for teachers? Mainly, for me, the most important function is it's that you can research and learn about different methods of trends for teaching. Also, it's an interactive and useful way to encourage our students to continue their learning outside of the classroom. Moreover, messages are sent and received in a matter of seconds, so communication happens instantly, and it's a best way to interact with other members of the education community. Finally, for me very important You can access an inaccessible source of quality resources to boost the teaching. You can find exercise, you can find the solutions, you can find lectures, etc., videos, films, in other words, recommendations about films, about useful films. And finally, is a platform that allows you to develop a permanent training. In these days, I think that this function is essential for teachers, and you can improve your professional horizons because you are in contact with education institutions, college, high schools, schools, etc.